podcast. I'm Todd, joined by my wife, Becca. Hi, Becca.
Hi.
Spent all this time thinking about having a new intro.
That's what I was just thinking. I was like, I thought you wanted to do something new. Are you comfortable?
Yes. Okay. So we're at the end of 2024. So what better way to end the year than with a top 10, just like everybody else does. I mean, I tend to make personal top 10s every year anyway, because it's just a good way to like keep track of the stuff that came out that year. But we decided to make a joint one for Ghostbeast with you and me, because we do have different top 10 movies for the year. So we just, I guess we kind of compromise. It's really not that hard, honestly, with us. So we made like a joint top 10. And before we just get right into it, I do want to say, like, this is like our subjective top 10 for the year. Yeah. This isn't us objectively being like, these are the best horror movies of the year. These are the movies that we liked the most.
Yeah.
So maybe there's some things that you like that aren't on the list and things that you don't like that are on the list. I think our number one is somehow like controversial.
Yeah.
Who cares about that? I'm not going to spend any time anymore talking about what people on the internet say about movies, because who gives a fuck about that? This is about you and me. And we're right about everything.
I wouldn't say that.
I would.
Okay.
A lot of people have bad opinions out there, it turns out. I had to take a step back from going to the horror subreddit, because I just kept getting hammered with the same bad opinions over and over. And it got to a point where I was like, I can't fucking engage with this anymore. Like, I can't do it.
Yeah, that subreddit has changed.
I don't know.
Over the years.
I think it's like there's always going to be cool people in a community, and then there's going to be stupid people as well. And I'm losing patience with the stupid people. But that's the internet, like, in a nutshell. It's nothing new.
Yeah.
Before this episode, we're going to go through our top 10, starting with the 10th. Just talk a little bit about every movie, and then we have honorable mentions after that, which we'll go through real quick. Because this year was a banger year for horror. We've been saying that like all year, but it's true, especially when we were making these lists. Like, there's so many good horror movies that came out this year, to the point where I feel like there were some movies that came out that would normally be like, okay, this was an okay movie, you know, for this year, that like didn't make any of the lists because there's just too much good stuff.
Yeah.
And then we're also going to go through like our personal top 10s, which are very, very similar, but they're a little bit different. I think there are certain movies that like made more of an impact on you versus me, and the other way around. And I want to talk a little bit about the next year, 2025, which I should probably look up releases. But maybe go through, I don't actually know too much about what's coming. I'm sure we can look it up. I think the older I get, I used to be the guy who I would look at like video game trailers and shit like religiously. And now it's like, I just want to know about it like a week before it comes out, and then I'm good. And I'm the same way with these movies. It's like, just show me a trailer a week before and I can decide if I want to see it or not. I don't need like all the super hype. But we can look up what's coming, and we can also talk about like the podcast in 2025. So why don't we just get to the top 10? Okay?
Okay. Guitar sound.
Sure. So number 10. What's number 10?
On our list?
Yeah.
I don't know. I need to look. Hold on.
It's right here.
Okay. Oh, okay. Nosferatu.
Okay. Yeah, Nosferatu, Robert Eggers movie, which, this was in development for like a long time. And we were super excited about it because we're big fans of The Witch and The Lighthouse. It's actually, if you had told me this was going to be number 10, I would have been very surprised. I would have expected this to be like the number one for me this year. Yeah. But the truth of it, I mean, we kind of went into it in the episode. The movie was kind of disappointing for us. Still think it was great. It's still in the top 10 in a big year. But I think it wasn't quite what we were hoping for, right? I mean, what would you say like are your quick thoughts about this overall, especially now sitting on it for a little bit?
I mean, I still think I feel the same as what I said in the episode, is like, I was expecting it to be a little bit more high concept, like The Lighthouse, and it wasn't, and that's okay. Yeah,
and that's funny. I think you want it to be more like The Lighthouse. I want it to be more like The Witch. Like, I want it to be a more like personal, grounded, like smaller story. I do want to say we didn't mention this in the episode. I feel like we overlooked Lily Rose Depp and her performance. Because what's funny is watching the movie, I was thinking like, oh, this feels like very like Possession inspired. Because she has this like really, I don't know how you describe that acting. Like her performance is like, she uses her whole fucking body and there's like so much emotion going into it and everything.
Like visceral.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what's funny is I saw a headline the other day where she said she was inspired by that performance in Possession, and it was like, oh shit, like I definitely noticed that at the time. And I feel like a lot of movies I've seen nowadays, like Possession's getting a lot of attention. Because wasn't someone talking about remaking it?
Yeah, I think so. I can't remember what that headline was.
Yeah, it feels like hearing about that, and I'm seeing more people who say their performances are inspired by it. We also said Mads felt like Possession with like that style of like full body acting when they're like turning into zombies.
Yeah, hysterical women.
Yes, is that the acting style? Hysterical woman acting style? You said it, not me. Okay.
Look, I'm saying it as a sleigh.
Okay. I thought you were going to say you're saying it as a slur, and I was like, okay, really digging in there, huh?
Okay.
No, but it was still really good movie. Still like visually really amazing.
Yeah, the costuming was like very, and that was another thing I didn't get to talk about in the podcast, was that the costuming, like the wardrobe was so great, very period accurate, but also like very beautiful.
Yeah, not even just that, but overall all the cinematography and like the mood and the atmosphere of the whole thing, it is like very dark and oppressive. And all the like the shots of like his shadow, like the hand going over the city. What's funny is that was in the trailer, so when I saw it in the movie, I didn't really even think much of it. But that is like such a cool shot that just fits that style of vampire movie so well.
Yeah. Also, the like you were talking about the curtain. I mean, I know they use that, I think, for promotion too, and in the poster.
Oh yeah.
But that is such a striking, like,
the shadow in the curtain.
Oh, I love that.
Yep, and everybody just fucking loves how horny it is, because that's 2024 on TikTok in a nutshell. Like, you just have something like that in the movie, and everyone's going to talk about that.
Yeah.
That works.
And I have now confirmed the thirst for Nosferatu. I've seen it online.
The Rat Boy Summer thirst, okay.
Yeah, we're here for Rat Boy Winter.
I almost feel bad, like, even going into that on the podcast, because that feels like that is the generic take, is like the thirstiness and and just how horny the movie was. That is like the social media take, it's like the easy, the lowest fruit on the branch, you know? But you gotta talk about with this movie. That's just what the movie is. Yeah,
I feel like the baseline of the internet is kind of horny, so...
Yeah, I think it's a reflection of the human soul in that way, yes, for sure.
How beautiful.
This is not, no, the human soul is not beautiful. But anyway, we spent a long time on that. Let's just get to number 9. What's number 9?
Lisa Frankenstein.
That's right. That, I said I'm not going to get into the internet conversation.
Because there's a conversation there, too.
I don't care about that. This is about us. Stay right here. I mean, it's Diablo Cody. That's one of those people that it's either you love her or you hate her, you know? And I'm totally cool with her and her writing style and everything. And applying that to a like modern Frankenstein movie, it fits. Yeah. It fits very well. She also wrote Jennifer's Body, which is another
like a classic.
Yeah,
like,
another iconic, like classic quirky horror thing. Yeah.
It's a pretty iconic movie.
It works, but like Lisa Frankenstein, I mean, visually it's great. It definitely has this like very colorful, like bright style to it, while also being pretty grim and violent. Which I always love, that kind of juxtaposition. And I mean, it's funny, it's light, while also being like surprisingly gory and vicious with some of the violence. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I think all of that works, and it just makes it a really fucking fun movie. Yeah, and it has chopped penis, too. So, okay. does have chopped penis. Yes, thank you. I was getting ready to ask, like, because you're the one. This is one of those movies. It wasn't on my list, but it was on your list, and I could see why. So I was going to ask, what made it stand out for you? I guess the chopped penis.
Oh no, that's not the only thing. I'm just being silly. I mean, obviously the aesthetic captured me.
Yeah.
It has like this early 90s aesthetic to it. I also really like that. I like, much like most other millennials, I love and have a lot of nostalgia for the 90s. So
I think that's very reflected in your art as well.
I guess so.
Yes. You don't think so?
I don't know.
Yes. Okay. Yes, it was a good one. And this was like early this year. So it was one of the movies that really kicked things off, I guess.
Yeah, I feel like for a good 6 months or so, I feel like people were kind of constantly talking about this. And the chatter's kind of died down now. I think Nosferatu has kind of moved into the spotlight there.
Well, I think that also says something about the online communities that you're in, because I have not seen so many people talking about it.
Look, I'm on Tumblr,
I understand, yeah. That's all you got to say.
Never stops.
So that was number 9. Number 8 is...
Long legs.
Long legs. Again, we're not talking about the internet. Woosah. This is one, though.
Somehow we always end up back on the internet.
It's hard.
It is hard.
Because there's so much discourse around these movies.
Yeah.
Especially these last two. Long Legs, another one, actually didn't make my list, but it was on your list. And what can we say? I mean, we went into this, we hadn't seen Blackcoat's Daughter until, I think we watched that literally the day before. Kind of by mistake. We weren't planning it that way.
It just happened.
And so we weren't as excited going into it as I think a lot of people were, because we just weren't that familiar with Oz Perkins and his work. But maybe that was part of it. We went in with very little as far as expectations and had a really fucking good time with it. I mean, it's just a really good, Silence of the Lambs type crime thriller thing. But then they really throw on a lot of horror stuff at the end, not to spoil the movie in the top 10.
I think saying that there's horror elements in a horror movie is not a spoiler.
Okay,
Let's
be
fair.
That's true. But I don't know, it really worked. And I think Nicolas Cage, his performance was really fun and really worked here too. It might not be super scary, as far as just his character.
Yeah. Well, oh yeah, his character is creepy.
He is creepy.
Yeah.
But it's hard to ignore that it's Nicolas Cage in there.
Yeah.
I still think it's iconic though, and it's really crazy and over the top in a way that I think complements the rest of the movie, which is very dark and serious. I actually think that that works together in a really interesting way, and it makes this movie feel it has its own signature. You know what I mean?
Yeah, this year I became a big Oz Perkins fan. Yeah. I love the aesthetic he chooses and the stories that come out of these movies that he makes. I don't know. I didn't really, he wasn't on my radar until this year, and now I will definitely be looking out for more Oz Perkins films. Yeah,
and he's definitely the kind of person that once he appears on your radar, you suddenly notice him also starring in the movie. Well, not starring, but you know what I mean. He was in Nope, and when we were rewatching that, we were like, what? We'd already seen this, and we didn't know that was him, his little cameo. So it's just very random. But why'd this one make your top 10? Because it wasn't even on mine, even though I really liked it.
Obviously, I love the aesthetic a lot. For me, aesthetics is just...
You're an artist,
it's
so
just
a real deal artist.
A real deal artist.
Yes.
Aesthetics are important to me, and it makes... I don't know. Sometimes it provides more inspiration towards my own art, and I just like to watch a film that looks pretty.
Me too, sure. And also, of course... Micah Monroe.
Oh my God, yeah.
I think she became this recognizable person after It Follows, and now I'm definitely looking forward to seeing her in stuff.
Yeah.
And she does great in this movie, too.
Yeah, I think, like, she's phenomenal in this movie. And she was also, like, phenomenal in It Follows, too. So, like, it's consistent record.
I remember that movie Significant Other?
Oh,
we saw that this year, and we didn't do an episode on it. But that was another, like, surprisingly good movie that had her in it that we just didn't even know existed. So number 7 is...
I'm doing all of these?
Yes.
Milk and Cereal.
Yes. This was another surprising one. It was a little bit lower, I think, on my list. I know you were like really pushing to watch this for a while. It's weird because it's a YouTube movie. So that means it's something that was just showing up in our algorithm. We just kept seeing the thumbnail all the time.
I just want to be clear. The first time I saw it in my algorithm, I'm like, I'm watching that.
Okay.
But for some reason, for you, it took a lot of convincing.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird because I think when it's like YouTube creator makes a horror movie, like you watch a lot more YouTube stuff than I do. Mm. You have like all these different weird ass channels of You're like,
trying to expose my algorithm here.
You have like a billion theater kid channels that you watch on there that I just like listen to in the background.
It's definitely not a billion.
It's a lot. Okay. It's a lot. You have a type when it comes to YouTube channels, I think.
Do I?
Yes. Do you want to shout out like any channels? Or are you too?
No, I don't. I'm a proud Smosh fan.
Okay.
I love Smosh. I like. They were the channel I really watched. I don't know why we're gonna get it. Well, I mean, we were talking about a YouTube film, so
yeah.
But Try Not to Laugh like made my day during the pandemic when I would watch those, and I don't know. I think they're funny. They're so funny.
Yes. No, nothing. I'm not trying to judge or drag you for this or anything. It is something I think I had to realize it early on because there was some clip that you were like dying laughing, like struggling to pull it up for me. You're like, you have to see this. And you show me the clip and it's just like a guy making a funny voice with like a hat on or something. And you were just laughing so hard. And I just had to be like, oh, sweetheart, like, I'm with you.
I wish I knew exactly which one you're talking about.
There's some character, I don't know. Because you're like, oh, this is Bumblebee Jim or something. Like,
oh, okay.
Like, oh, okay.
It must have been.
But
okay, no.
I remember my response was just like, you're such a little theater kid at heart. I cannot join you in this. Like, I don't have any part of me that's like that. But I understand. I love it.
I did. Great. I had a very... we're really going off the rails here. But I was involved in my high school theater for a little bit, which I guess comes as no surprise. But
I understand. It's just I'm not. I think that's what made me like really understand the YouTube stuff that you watch because it's all kind of like that. It's all like theater kid shit. So when Milk and Cereal popped up on YouTube, it was like I don't know if I can hang with this. I don't know if I'm like with you on this. But we decided to watch it anyway because I had heard a lot of people talk about it, and it was fantastic. Yeah. It was really, really good. It was like legitimately unsettling.
Yeah.
And I think something we talk about in that episode is it's like Host. It's not very long. It's only like a little over an hour. So it kind of has a story it wants to tell, and it just gets in and gets out, and it's like perfect length.
Yeah. It even exceeded my expectations when I already came in with very high expectations. Like if you still haven't seen it, you could literally just pull it up on YouTube and you should.
It's
you should watch this.
Everyone should watch it because it is, like I said, it's pretty short and it's on YouTube for free. So it's like, just watch it. Like you won't regret it. It's a very, very good movie.
Yeah.
And a big surprise.
Shouts out to Curry Barker. That was the director.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very good film.
And I realized I think we didn't even have the full context because the movie is about. We aren't really mentioning the plot too much. I guess we should do that for these.
Oh yeah, I guess
just
so.
Real quick. But the movie is about these two guys who run like a YouTube channel, but I think it's like a prank channel, and they have some kind of falling out. One's about to leave, and it goes places. Mm-hmm. But I think these two guys actually do have a YouTube channel. Like we just started watching some of their other stuff, and they just do like weird, funny videos that have like a dark side to them. Yeah, which I think is its own like YouTube genre. Like Joel Hobber kind of does some of this, although his stuff is a little lighter, maybe. Yeah. So I think if you were like a longtime fan of this channel and then they release Milk and Cereal, it probably hits in a different way. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which is also great. It's like almost like fourth wall breaking, but very good movie.
Yes.
This is going to be a long one.
Well, I think it's kind of inevitable.
Yeah. But number 6 on our list.
Terrifier 3.
Yes. We've had a fun journey with Terrifier because remember when we saw the first movie, we didn't like it like at all. Yeah. Because like I could appreciate the effects in it, but it felt so like mean and so empty. I think is the bigger thing. Is that it just didn't have any kind of story or anything. It was just like a weird vehicle for these effects. But that just makes it feel like super cruel and not a lot of fun.
Yeah, I think unintentionally, just kind of. I don't know if the intention was there to be cruel. I think it.
We haven't seen it since that. We only saw it once.
I guess
I'd be interested to go back. Yeah. But I was pretty put off. I know you were pretty put off because it just like was very intense for you.
Yeah, that was definitely fresh off of, when my dad passed away, and I was just I was struggling.
I wasn't having a good time with it either. Yeah. So it wasn't just you. But
the special effects are great.
Yeah, and we eventually got around to Terrifier 2, which actually has a story and actually has like it has a more interesting tone, because it starts to lean more into Art as a character and being like this kind of silly like it reminds me of like people have made this comparison, but it's like Nightmare on Elm Street, like Freddy Krueger style, like, or Chucky, or like those kind of killers who are more fun, but it's in a movie that is like very dark. And he just stands out with the fact that he doesn't say anything. So it's all like miming stuff. The actor, David Howard Thornton, obviously he's like iconic at this point, does such a great job with it. And so it just winds up being elevated to this point where we were like, okay, I can get into this groove. I can appreciate this. And in my opinion, I think Terrifier 3 is the best one so far.
Oh, yeah. No, I completely agree with that.
I think it's the fact that it kind of nails the tone, because it is like, it can be funny and light, and it's just genuinely interesting. Like, what is the deal with these characters, like with Art and his backstory and everything, which I usually would never say. They deliver like just enough of that. And then, of course, it's combined with all the horrific gore, which is just like, it's kind of fun to see like how far they're going to take it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they definitely keep pushing the bar.
Yeah, and they're doing it in a way that's very creative. It's not just gratuitous gore. They're actually coming up with like creative, weird ways to employ it so that it's surprising to you every time.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure, but I think they also changed the style of blood they used too. So they went from a more realistic looking blood to a more like red kind of blood, which I do think when you do something super gory, using that like extra bright red blood
it's an aesthetic,
It's an aesthetic, but it also like kind of takes the edge off. Yeah, exactly.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
And we had a great time in the theater seeing this too.
Oh my God.
And watching people freak out.
I think if we had to rank our experience in the theater, this would have been number 1.
Smile 2 would be number 0. It would be the worst.
It was so bad.
But yeah, this one was super fun. And that was something we kept thinking was like, man, Terrifier 3 was the perfect type of experience for this movie.
Yeah.
Smile 2 does not work with a big, loud theater. It doesn't work.
No, it doesn't.
But this, we were excited about going into it because I kept saying like, I don't know if people are ready for this. Because it seemed like it was like getting sold out and like a lot of people were buying tickets and getting excited about it. And I was even like telling people like that I work with that I was like, I think a lot of these people are going in to see this because it's like a Christmas horror movie and it's getting promoted a lot, but they haven't seen the other movies, so they don't know what's coming. And it felt like maybe we could kind of go back to like the 70s and 80s when people were like passing out and pissing themselves in the theater and all that craziness. And it definitely delivered.
Yeah.
Because people were losing their fucking minds. People were running out of the theater.
Oh my God, yeah.
Oh man, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I don't know what. Maybe we have to wait until the next one to get that kind of experience again.
I don't know.
Because it seemed like such a once in a lifetime thing, you know?
I feel like it kind of hit a sweet spot within the marketing where I think, unfortunately, they didn't prep people enough, but also...
Fortunately, yes. Fortunately for us.
I mean, I feel like even if I'm going to see something advertised, I'm usually, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I'm usually going to do a little extra research sometimes.
That sounds crazy. Or like, why would you do that?
So it's shocking to me that you would just kind of like show up to a third installment in a franchise.
Yeah, I guess it's not too surprising. I mean, it wasn't exactly like a mainstream movie. Mm-hmm. And I think the fact that they put it into a Christmas movie is like the thing that really fucked up.
Yeah.
You know, because this is definitely something that it was so unorthodox, you know, as far as being seasonal.
Yeah.
And being like this weird clown killing people. I think like, yeah, that definitely lulled people in.
Oh,
I do think Terrifier 4, now I think about it, there's probably going to be more horror freaks when we go see that one, because I think a lot of people have been converted.
Yeah.
And it's maybe not going to be as surprising. But that's why I say this is like, it is a kind of once in a lifetime experience I'm glad we had.
Oh, yeah. And I will say, like, on the months leading up to its release, I would be at art markets and people would mention, oh, are you going to see Terrifier 3? Like, you know, like people were already, well, at least those.
I was going to say, like,
I think horror artwork, so.
I think there's a crossover between art freaks and people who know about Terrifier.
Yeah.
Like, that's not very surprising.
No.
It'd be more surprising if you were at, like, church and people were talking about going to see Terrifier 3.
It would be very surprising if I was at church.
Yeah, especially considering if you don't go to church. I couldn't think of a better example. Maybe like if you're at the Amish market and there's it's like old Amish ladies working there like, oh, have you heard of this Terrifier 3 movie?
That would be
Looks
very
like a good
surprising.
Christmas movie.
Yeah, no, I don't see that happening. I don't know if they see movies. I'm sorry.
Forget about that detail. That doesn't matter.
I don't think they do that.
So why don't we move on to number 5 on the list?
The Substance.
Yeah. Make sure you say it into the mic.
The Substance. Yeah. I think I peeked the mic. Oops.
That's fine. This is another one that was kind of surprising. Mm-hmm. But I remember like it had this really stylish trailer that like really stood out. And we weren't really familiar with her work because she did Revenge, which is a movie we had been kind of circling for years because the subject matter made us like very nervous about watching it. But it was after watching The Substance that we were like, okay, I think she can handle a story like this.
Yeah.
And we were right. Yeah. I think we're still going to do an episode on that at some point. But yeah, The Substance was like this huge thing that kind of came out of nowhere and everyone was talking about it. And for good reason, because it's just a movie that's like, it's super stylish. It has a lot to say. Like there's definitely like a strong message behind everything, but you combine that with some wild ass body horror. It just creates this package that just works. And I don't even know what else to say because I think everyone kind of sings the praises of this movie.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm in a lot of horror fan art circles, obviously, but I see people doing fan art of Eliza Sue all the time.
Yeah. I can see that. I guess that doesn't mean anything if you haven't seen it, though. Good.
No.
We don't need to
spoil it. It's not a spoiler because you don't know what that is.
But yeah, I mean, it's like the perfect horror movie that talks about female body standards and body dysmorphia and just it packages it in a way that seems almost obvious, you know, like this drug that makes like the inner you come out, like that is this like beautiful, younger, perfect version of you, and then taking that fully into the body horror direction. But I know you had a very strong reaction to this movie.
Yeah, I think Demi Moore really portrayed body. Well, she unfortunately I think struggles with it too.
Yeah.
But in her performance, I think a lot of people who have body dysmorphia really connected with it because it felt very accurate.
Yeah, it did feel kind of very honest and visceral in a way that maybe you can only get from a woman director, you know, from a woman's viewpoint. And I think that is a big part of why the movie works and is like such a strong movie, combined with the fact that, it is very visually striking, and has a lot of really strong performances. It's just, this is one of those movies you can kind of recommend to anyone, like even non-horror fans, because it's just like a good fucking movie.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is another, like, it's a must-see. Like, you gotta see it.
Absolutely. Did this get nominated for anything? I haven't kept up on any of that stuff.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Okay, who cares? But that takes us to number 4 on the list.
Mads.
This is another one that kind of came out of nowhere. I think it was actually your friend who recommended this.
Yeah, she reached out to me and was like, you got to see this. And I'm like, okay, I definitely got to see it.
Love getting recommendations.
Yeah.
And this, it was great because part of what's so great about getting those kind of recommendations is we will just go in blind pretty much. So we didn't really know what this was going to be about or anything. And as we slowly started to realize what it was about, it was like, oh, this is fucking cool.
Yeah.
Like, that's a cool idea.
Yeah.
Because I guess in a nutshell, it's like a bunch of young people who are on this insane drug trip while they're introduced to like a zombie virus.
Do we want to even, I don't even know if we...
I mean, I think that's just the setup of the movie,
Okay.
But it winds up being like, I think the other big talking point is it's kind of like quote unquote done in one shot. So you're just following these characters in this kind of unbroken way throughout the movie and seeing like the full trajectory of this. And yeah, I've never seen anything quite like it. It really is like a new look at the zombie genre. And it's just, it's super effective.
Yeah, the opening scene is like extremely like memorable and very cool.
Yeah, great title card.
Yes, that's what I was getting to. That title card, probably like title card of the year.
Yeah, it's definitely up there for sure.
Yeah.
Because I think he like literally drives through it as like a big like physical thing in the environment. It looks really crazy.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, crazy performances. I mean, this is more like possession style performances, of like full body acting. And I don't know how much else to say about it without like just starting to give shit away.
Yeah.
But, I've been a huge fan of zombie movies since I was like really young. I think I've mentioned before my nickname was Zombie when I was in like high school. So it is still nice to see that we can still make zombie movies that feel like different and original. And this is definitely one of those. Even though I think every year we get another one of those too. Because there are a lot of like recent ones that you could say that about. Like I remember when we saw One Cut of the Dead. Do you remember that movie? That was like, like fucking genius.
Yeah,
like, Jesus.
so good.
Yeah, it turns out it is like, it's such a simple setting that lets you do so many different things with it. Like I think like the zombie subgenre, the slasher subgenre, those are ones where it's like, man, there's so much room to just do a lot of shit in this this setting, You okay?
Yeah.
You seem like you're losing energy.
A little.
Still got more to get through. Honk on. That's not on camera. Gee. That would have been great. So let's get to number 3.
Strange Darling.
Yes. This was another like real surprising one.
Yeah.
Because I think it was another one where, so this happens to me sometimes where when the trailer came out, I didn't really pay any attention to it at all. I don't think it's a very good trailer.
I don't know if I saw it or remember it.
I think you have seen it and you just forgot.
Okay.
And it's because like it's a really hard thing to do because the movie relies on you going into it pretty blind. I think that's like one of the big talking points around it.
Yeah.
So like how do you make a trailer out of that? So I can't blame them. That's really fucking hard. But it did make it look like pretty boring. And it wasn't until I saw like people losing their minds about how good it was that it was like, all right, I guess we should check this out.
Yeah.
And it is interesting because it's like, it helps to go in blind, but I think even knowing that going into it, you're just going to be like picking everything apart and questioning everything, trying to figure out like what the twist is. And it's not even that the twist is like so unexpected. It's just the way that it plays out is very interesting and very good at like just playing with your expectations and flipping things around on you. And it's just really fun. It's like really stylish and really, like I mentioned, it almost reminds me of like a Tarantino movie, you know, with the style. What was it you liked about it?
I mean, I like the same thing. I like the style of it. I think I like that it was shot on film. I think that's cool.
Oh, yeah.
I know people...
Yeah, they really shove that in your face in the beginning.
Yeah.
Make sure you know this is shot on 35 millimeter.
Yeah. I know there was like controversy online about like, should they have put that in there? And it's not okay. I don't know. I thought, whatever, okay.
I think I can understand people thinking that's kind of pretentious. But at the same time, it's like, I don't know. Yeah, it's nice to know.
Yeah, because, I mean, there are sometimes I've gone into watching a film, and after the film, I'm like, what was that shot on?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I do.
I don't think everyone thinks like that, but it makes sense that you do.
Yeah. It's like, you know, I could have guesses in my head and then look it up later and confirm. But, okay, you let me know in the beginning of the movie. Cool.
Yeah. But that and, like, the way it plays with the whole timeline where it's not, like, fully linear. That's another thing that felt very Tarantino because he loves having like the chapter breaks and stuff. Yeah, that was definitely another strong point to the movie. Because it has like those big chapter breaks, but they're mixed up like in a different order. And it's like I said, I think there are people who, I don't want to get into internet stuff. It's like I said, I think it's like, it's not about this being like completely like fresh and unpredictable. You can kind of see what it's doing like pretty quickly. It's just the way that it delivers on that and the way it executes, I think just works and makes it like this really interesting little movie that just really surprised the shit out of us. I mean, it's all the way up there at number 3 on our list. I think it's just because we had such a good time with it, you know, and being surprised and like letting ourselves be surprised by it. Yeah. This one, if I recall, was another like mediocre theater experience too. Because it was a real. Oh, yeah. I was trying to think. I think this is the one where it was like these older ladies in there who were just like confused by it. Oh, I don't even think I was bothered by them. Someone did bring their child, and that was weird. That is always a weird choice. Yeah. Especially for this movie. Maybe they just didn't realize. I don't know. They stayed there the whole time. It was weird. Mm-hmm. The theater... it was like, was it like summer when we saw it? I think so, yeah. Because they were like roasting their employees. Oh, is that time we went? Yes, okay. I think so. Yeah, we stepped in the lobby. It was a theater we don't usually go to, which is always fun. And it was like 90 fucking degrees in the lobby. It was like hotter in there than it was outside. It made no sense. I felt so bad for like the people working there because it was just so hot. And they even said like management didn't want to turn on the AC for them, which is crazy. Well, that was the thing, because it was so bad that I said to the girl who was getting us like popcorn, I was like, man, it's pretty hot in here. And she was just like, yeah. It was like, okay, I guess you were aware having to work in this. And it's funny because, the theater felt fine. Yeah. They just kept the lobby like a fucking oven. Yeah, that's not okay. Yeah, I was definitely like, I wouldn't want to fucking work here. It sucks. But the movie was great. Yeah. But that was the thing is like the thing we ran into a lot this year was these smaller movies are coming out and they just weren't fucking playing anywhere. Yeah. Or they were playing for like a week. So like the next week we'd be like, all right, we got time. Why don't we try to see this? And it's like, nope, already out of the theater. Yeah. But we had to go like out of the way to see this because it just wasn't playing anywhere. Yeah, I think that also didn't help with getting the word out as quickly because the access just wasn't there. It wasn't there. Yeah, it was great. So now we get to number 2. We're getting close there. What's number 2? I Saw the TV Glow. Yes. You want to talk about this a little? Yeah, I mean, this movie, I don't remember why it took us so long to see it. Maybe, I don't think it was playing around us or something. I'm not sure. Or maybe we had something going on at the time that we couldn't get to the theater. I think I didn't really know much about this when it first came out, you know? Yeah. But we did watch, we saw We're All Going to the World's Fair, and we did like that movie a lot. But I think it was like, that movie was pretty heavy, you know? And I think that's part of it too, is like, you got to be in the right mood to see a movie like this. And I had heard from people that had said that it was like fucking devastating.
Yeah, that definitely pulls me back sometimes because I'm like, all right, make sure
Yeah.
I'm in a good headspace to take on whatever's about to happen.
You're definitely more like that than I am, because
Yeah.
I'm usually like ready, like, all right, fuck me up. Like, let's go. I mean, that's like part of what I come to horror for.
Yeah.
And a lot more often we'll be looking at this stuff and you're like, you know what, tonight, kind of want something that's not as heavy.
A
And
little
it's like,
lighter.
okay.
Yeah.
Which leads to things like last night when you said that and you picked a movie out.
Oh my God.
And that movie wound up being like an existential nightmare.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
like, okay, we weren't expecting this.
It happened with Milk and Cereal too. We sat down this is going to be goofy YouTube.
Yeah,
like,
I think for some reason we thought that was going to be more comedic.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it's funny, but
Are we sure there's a way to like find that out? There, like we already have like Does the Dog Die, which tells you about triggers.
Does it give you an existential crisis?
I just want to know, like, is this a heavy ass movie? Like, what kind of mood are we expecting here?
Am I gonna dissociate during this film?
I was Googling stuff like that when I was looking up movies yesterday that we could watch, and I couldn't find like any good answer. Maybe we should start that website. It's like willthismoviefuckyouup.com. But we kind of knew what we were in for though with this. And the funny thing is like, we'll get right to it. The movie is kind of like a trans allegory. And I think what it does so well, which I'm trying to avoid talking about like the internet discourse because who cares?
Yeah.
This is one of the movies that made me get off of the horror subreddit, because anytime it came up, you would have people coming out and saying like, this movie, nothing happens. It's not about anything. And like among like a lot of other stupid shit, which just gets exhausting.
Yeah.
Because what I am seeing more of now is people are understanding not only that allegory part of it, like that's almost like too dismissive of what the movie is doing. Because part of what's so strong about it is it packages it in a way that is relatable to pretty much anyone. I mean, because it's about this nostalgic feeling of like getting older and maybe not fulfilling your potential. You know, maybe not living the life that you thought you'd be living, and the crisis that can create as you get older. And having it packaged in that way where it's like you don't even need to be a part of the LGBTQ community for this to affect you and fuck you up and be like very difficult and depressing. I can only imagine maybe there's just people out there who are not going through that, and maybe that's like, God, I wish I could be like you, seriously. But it did hit me like super hard. And the overall like message and tone just worked, and it just moved the hell out of me.
Yeah.
Seriously.
This film is legit just a piece of art. Like it's so good. And I know that probably sounds pretentious to say, but it really is. Like it's just so beautifully made.
Yeah.
The message is so strong. The characters are so great. Like it hits everything. It's such a good movie. It's like making me like tear up a little bit thinking about it, just because like
I couldn't stop thinking about it after seeing it.
I know, I couldn't stop thinking about it either. I thought about it for days. Such a good movie. And I think when a film can do that, like affect you that long, like this is definitely one of those films that it's
very
like
special.
Yeah, it's a very special film.
Yeah, and I mean, and it's the fact that it feels super personal because it is about like the director's experience, and that comes across too because it just makes it feel like that much more like authentic. You know what I mean? Like it just I don't know. I did think it was like emotionally devastating and beautiful, and like also uplifting while also being depressing and soul crushing. It's just a beautiful piece of art, for sure. And then the other layer is using that to get a better understanding of what it's like to be trans and go through that crisis. Like it's effective at doing that too. But I guess you just have to be open to that, because it flew right the fuck over a lot of people's heads somehow. I don't know how. Yes, I do. But it's a beautiful movie. But that brings us to our number one, which was so funny because we did our list separate and then like put them next to each other. We both had the same number one movie. Yeah. So that's perfect.
It is perfect.
Didn't exactly have to fight over it. But our number one movie is
in a violent nature.
Yes.
I don't understand how people don't love this movie.
We don't need to.
Look, I'm already going right for the internet. Like, how dare you? This movie is so great.
It's hard to avoid the discourse.
Yeah.
I mean, it definitely has plenty of people that love it.
Oh, yeah.
But I think, like, for us, we are, like, big slasher fans. And it's kind of the way we talked about Mads being, like, a fresh take on, like, the zombie genre. Mm-hmm. This is a very fresh take on the slasher genre. Yes. And I think if you're a fan... It's almost like, it's cliche to call it like a love letter, but it is something...
I would say the same thing.
It's something like that we, like when we were watching it, because I think... Okay, take a step back. Where to begin with this? The movie was always marketed as like, it's a slasher, but it's told from the perspective of the killer. Mm-hmm. Which in itself is like, oh, that sounds pretty fun and interesting. But that's like... That doesn't really tell you what the movie's doing. It is... literally from the perspective of the killer. Like it plays out like a traditional slasher, mm-hmm. but from this different perspective and introducing this like really gnarly gore. Because when it gets to the violence, it is like, it's very mean and sadistic in a way that's like, it's like modern. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like very like animalistic. Kind of, too.
But I thought that was interesting. I'm trying to, like, put the words together here. But it's the fact that, like, when it comes to the story, it is such a traditional slasher.
Oh, yeah.
Because all the
up and down, yeah.
Yeah, because it's, like, all the, like, the kids who might as well just be, like, camp counselors or whatever, slasher trope. When you see them interacting, like, it feels... Like, it's not like, grounded and realistic. You know what I mean? It feels like that kind of like 80s, like, hey, we're just here having fun. And like even the way the characters like flirt with each other and stuff, it's kind of silly. It's campy. Thank you.
This movie is very camp.
It feels very campy.
Yeah.
But it's like even the way that you're looking at it, it's like this voyeuristic, like you're not getting like all these camera cuts and all this stuff. It's just a figure just standing there watching this play out.
And you don't even get the full stories because it doesn't matter. But like you're getting these like snippets of when he's literally there. That's all you see.
So it's like in and out and it's like filling in weird details and stuff.
You're getting a full story for sure. There is a full story to this that wraps around perfectly. I think it's great. Yeah. But you're getting it in a different pace than you would like Friday the 13th.
Yes.
Obviously.
But it's so smart, and I'm going to give away something about it here just because, like, fuck it. I think this is the best way to illustrate it.
So pause here, maybe?
Who cares? It's not really giving anything away. It's just really illustrating this. Mm-hmm. That there's a part where they're sitting around the campfire and they take, like, a selfie or something with the camera and just go on with their day. And then later when he overhears them, one of the characters is like, I know you saw that guy in the background of the photo. Like, it's like it's like this thing where you immediately fill in the blanks of like, they must have had some kind of argument about this and revelation earlier, but you don't see that. You just see this little bit afterwards and you fill in the blanks. And as someone who watches a lot of slashers, it's like so obvious what they're doing.
Yeah, and they even have like, well, that's probably a spoiler. I don't know. We can bleep it if not. Well, I think they have like a Tommy Jarvis character.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's not too surprising. But it's the fact that it does that in a very campy way. Mm. But then when it comes to the violence is like almost this stark kind of contrast because it is so brutal. And like it's not even just that the effects are really crazy, which they are. It's the way that it's kind of drawn out. And there's one kill in particular that's just like fucking mean.
I was going to say, I think we're thinking of the same thing.
Yeah, it's like mean in a way that, even like someone like Jason Voorhees, he just kills them right away. He's not like torturing them, So I think that creates a juxtaposition too that just feels so unique to this movie and its tone and everything. So it just, when we were watching it, there were constantly times where like, oh my God, I can't believe it's doing, like we were talking to each other while we're watching it, like as we were noticing things that it was doing. Yeah. It's just very cool.
Yeah, it's such a cool movie. I actually am already excited to watch it again in the future. Like, it's so good.
Well, and it's funny because I'm not going to give away the ending, but something that I've thought about since then about the ending is like the ending, I think, has people kind of divided too, even though I loved what it does. But the thing that it does is something that, like, it's only effective the first time that you see it, if you are going in like without knowing what happens, and then that magic is lost, and like you'll never have that same experience again. And even that is something that's like just so cool that they could deliver on that. And if you watch it, you'll understand what that means. But it's just, this one, it just kind of surprised the fuck out of me and blew away my expectations. And in an already strong year, this really stood out.
Yeah, I will say this exceeded my expectations. Like, I already thought it was going to be great. Like, when I heard the concept of the film and then I saw the trailer, I'm like, okay, I'm in 100%. I want to see it. And it went in a direction that I was not expecting, and I loved that. I think it was the perfect way to go.
I think, that's it exactly, is that I went in with high expectations and it exceeded them.
Yeah.
And we've had we had movies we weren't expecting this year that wound up surprising us. We had other movies that we had high expectations for that disappointed us. So it's just very rare that it's like we were already looking forward to this and we liked it more than we thought we would.
Oh, yeah. I can't remember. Did we see this? We didn't see this in the theater.
No.
I would love, please do a re-release of this film. I would love to see this in theater.
I think it is one of those that, like, it just came out with such a mixed reaction, and it was, like, hard to find and, like, wasn't in theaters for long. So we just wound up missing it and thinking, like, we'll watch it when it's streaming.
Yeah.
But very good. Wish I had seen it in theaters.
Yeah.
So that's it for our top 10 for 2024. But why don't we'll quickly go through our honorable mentions now, because there were a lot of movies that I think any other year would have been in our top 10, but they just got pushed out. But we can go through these really quickly. These are other movies that stood out a lot, but just didn't make it. We can go back and forth.
Okay.
This first, Devil's Bath. That movie was cool.
It was very cool.
We haven't released an episode yet, but we did record one.
Yeah.
It's like religious horror that's like very tied to the period, That was fun.
Yes. It's What's Inside, which is an existential nightmare.
Yeah. That was another one that was like, this is supposed to be like a comedy.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't very funny for us, maybe. But it was fun. People compared it to like Bodies, Bodies, Bodies. It feels like it's this year's version of that.
Yeah.
That was really cool. Then we got Civil War, which is one we missed for a long time because it just felt like maybe not right now. Like maybe we don't need this right now.
Yeah, no.
But it's Alex Garland. Of course, he's going to handle it perfectly well. And it wasn't really about that, you know? It's just, that's another one that's like, it's just a good fucking movie. And it's not like, it's not horror in the like general sense. It's more that like, it's a scary idea. Like it's a scary concept. But that was just a great movie.
Yeah. Next is VHS Beyond, which was extremely good.
VHS hasn't really been missing for a while. And this is one that's like totally alien themed.
Yeah.
And I think I didn't like it as much as like a lot of other people did, because there are people saying it's like the best one.
Oh, I don't think it's the best one, but it is definitely good.
Oh no, it's very good. I'm just saying like I would rank it lower than I think most people, but it's still like VHS always hits nowadays. It's fantastic. Next is Mr. Crockett, which we recorded an episode on and then lost it because our hard drive failed and it's a piece of shit.
Yeah, it like ate the episode. So maybe we'll record again. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see.
It sucks. I was, the minute I saw Alex Party post about this film, I was like, already, like, gotta see it.
It's cool. It's like a horror version of Mr. Rogers, you know?
Yeah.
Mixed with some like Nightmare on Elm Street, you know, because he's coming into our world and terrorizing people. I think maybe it's on the honorable mentions because it didn't go as far as I would hope. I think without really knowing a lot about production, I think it was like kind of a lower budget movie, maybe like a more amateur director. And all of that does kind of come through with it. But it's still like, it's such a fun idea and the execution is still like really good.
Yeah, I think for me, probably because I am extremely biased, I was just looking for more Alex Party, like
more
creatures,
weirdness.
more of it. There's a good amount, obviously.
That was something that we're spending a lot of time on this because we
the episode's
have an unreleased episode. But I'll just say, like, I think my big overall thing was I would actually like to see a sequel where they just like elevate everything and push it harder, because I think that would be the perfect version of this. Mm-hmm. But this is a good first start.
Yes. Oh, Smile 2.
Yes. That might be kind of controversial because I think a lot of people loved it. I think, honestly, part of it is our theater experience was so bad. We are going to have to rewatch it.
Yeah, I did miss a good chunk of the movie if you haven't listened to the episode. But it was definitely the worst theater experience of the year. But the movie was good.
I think for me, it just wasn't as good as the first one, in my opinion. And I think part of it's because we know what's going on with Smile. Mm-hmm. You know, like, they can't really surprise you too much, but they just, it feels like they are really mining that idea further, and it's a good idea to mine. It's still great. Next is Oddity, which, spoiler alert, this is on my top 10, because I think I liked it more than you did, but I loved it. It was another one where I went in kind of blind, didn't really know what it was going to do, and it just really surprised me and felt like really effective. It had like more unorthodox storytelling. Like, I think I fall for that a lot when they do something different like that, because this one just has a lot of twists and turns where it is constantly making you think the story is about one thing and then flipping it over. Yeah. And then it does that like 5 times. But it doesn't feel like cheap or exploitive, or, you know what I mean? Like, it earns it. And I think it's just a super good movie. Why didn't it make your top 10?
I don't think it's because anything was wrong with the film. I liked it. Yeah. There were just other things that I liked more. Like, it's not like I was like, oh, this one thing happened, and it's like, no, it was a great film. I loved it. It scared me. But I don't know, vibes weren't there in my list. There were higher vibes in my list.
Okay, Jesus.
What?
No, I can feel that, because there were definitely movies that were in my top 10 and they slowly got like bumped down until they got kicked off.
Yeah.
I think one was Beetlejuice.
Yeah, me too. Beetlejuice was like number
that hung
11
on by like a thread in your list. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's a super, super fun movie. It's always like when you have a franchise that came out so long ago and they bring it back, it is like treacherous territory.
Yeah.
You know? And they execute, I think, as well as you could. Because it's still fun and very funny. Like, all the actors that came back are still bringing it, you know? Yeah. It just feels like they're having a good time.
Yeah, I feel like there's definitely fan service that...
Oh, yeah.
You know, complimented the film, so...
Yeah, I think, I have mixed feelings about that, because some of the stuff does feel like, okay, you're just bringing the stuff back that's like part of the cultural zeitgeist, like the little head people, which is like a tiny part of the first movie.
Yeah.
It's stuff like that. But it's like, it feels like such a love letter to like the fans of Beetlejuice that it's like, whatever, you can get away with it. It's fine.
Yeah.
But next.
Alien Romulus. Yeah. I almost said it wrong. Alien.
It's tough.
How do you... Romulus.
Yes.
Alien Romulus.
Okay, we got it. This is funny because this is one of those movies I went into 2024 thinking it would be like top of my list, because Fede Alvarez is like one of my favorite horror directors, and it's Alien, which is like super special to me. And even though I liked it a lot, I think I liked it even more than some of my friends did. There's enough weird decisions and stuff in that movie that just felt like it really took away from it. Everyone talks about the deep fake stuff and everything. Yeah. And I think with Fede Alvarez, I was just hoping for something more like the original Alien that like really leaned into the horror and the body horror and had like a more grounded, like scary monster story. And I said this, I don't remember what we recorded where I said this, that like, I just don't think Alien is going to do that anymore. I think it's too big of a property, and I've just had to like grieve and like accept that like that's where we are, which is too bad. But it was really good.
Yeah.
We're taking much longer on these than I thought we would. But
I guess we should try to speed through.
Then we have Cuckoo. This is one that was on my list for a long time before it got knocked off because I like the movie a lot. Like, you love when something that's like really weird and one-off and out there just kind of appears out of nowhere, and that's what Cuckoo is. It's very good.
Yeah, I like the movie too. I think you liked it more than I did.
Yeah,
but I did like it.
I was totally here for it. I loved it.
Yeah, and then Maxine.
Yeah. Which is another one that I think I like more than you did.
Yes.
Yeah, because I think you were very disappointed.
I don't know if I'll say very, because it was still very good, but I think the tone shift for me into the 80s crime thing kind of like threw me. I think I enjoyed the like Technicolor super...
grimy.
Yeah, I don't know. I like and the way they tackled the 70s too was super on par. This one just kind of didn't work for me.
Yeah, I get it. This is an example one that I was like super excited about, and it did kind of disappoint me. Like, I think for me it works conceptually more than it does on execution, because I can appreciate that it's doing this like giallo 80s kind of thing, because that's one of the things Ty West does so well is like capturing like an era and a film style perfectly. So it's like I appreciate that conceptually, but maybe that's just not what I want to watch. You know, maybe that's what it is. But I still liked it a lot. Yeah.
This one definitely for me also, it was like my most, like, I was so excited to see this and
got disappointed.
And look, I have a Nosferatu too, so.
Yeah. Maybe this is just a little more disappointing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But then we have Quiet Place Day 1, which is another one that, like, I thought it was great. It's really fun.
Yeah. I honestly, when I heard that this was coming out, I was like, okay, I'll see it.
Another one. Yeah.
But it was like, it was great.
Yeah.
Definitely exceeded my expectations.
I think they're easy to ignore because they're so mainstream, you know? But I don't know. I think they're all pretty fun. I think the second one got kind of boring, but this one kind of brings it back and makes it more exciting because it is like a prequel. And the lead actors, like the main characters, just work really well. And I kind of like this almost anthology style look at it of showing like different people going through this event. I'm here for it. It's fun. It's fine. Yeah. It's like not top 10 fine, but you know, it's worth calling out.
Yeah, and if I recall correctly, I think that Lupita Nyong'o like fell in love with cats because of her role here.
Even better.
Exactly. How can you not love a movie that makes someone fall in love with cats?
Yeah. But next,
The First Omen, which surprised me.
It surprised me too. I think that's why it's even on here, is because when you hear that when they're bringing back an old franchise like that, it's just like, okay, like whatever. And that surprised me because it was super good. And you know what's funny? I meant to mention in the beginning that we haven't seen like every movie this year. This is kind of just
So that's
we didn't see Immaculate, which is like the competing movie in this like religious horror genre. Yeah. But I heard First Omen's better anyway, so like who cares? But it was good, and like the weird body horror stuff that it has, like the pregnancy horror aspect is like effective and scary, and I don't know, it's like visually also just much more interesting than I thought it would be. Yeah, this movie has a lot of like striking compositions. I think it's a great movie. If you haven't seen it, you should see it. Yeah. And the last one is Abigail, which is another one that I would have expected to be in the top 10, but just got kind of pushed off. There was a lot of good horror this year. Yes. I mean, Abigail was just like, it's a very simple concept. It's a little girl ballerina who is a vampire hunting people down. But it fully leans into that idea and makes it like really campy and funny. And just has this like very unique tone to it that it just works. It's like it's a fun movie like from start to finish, while also being like super violent and ridiculous. Yes. But that was it for this year. Let's go through our top 10s real fast. Okay. I mean, they're very similar. They're very similar. So like, I mean, they're mostly the same.
Are we starting at 10?
Yeah.
Okay.
So my number 10 is Milk and Cereal. Mm-hmm. What's yours?
My number 10 is Destroy All Neighbors.
That's right. We didn't talk about that.
Yeah.
Because that was one, oh shit, that should have been on the honorable mentions.
Oh,
dang it.
Yeah, it should have been.
But that one, yeah, that has such a like unique, weird style. Mm-hmm. I think that's probably what you reacted to, right? Because this is definitely one that you liked a lot more than I did. I still liked it.
Yeah. No, I think the special effects like really blew me away. I was all here for it.
Yeah, it's like really cool practical makeup stuff.
Yeah, and it's also got a tiny musical aspect to it as well. So
I wouldn't call it tiny. That's a big part of the movie too, yeah. But my number 9 was Terrifier 3.
Okay, my number 9 was Milk and Cereal.
Okay.
Yeah.
My number 8 was Nosferatu.
My number 8 was Lisa Frankenstein.
My number 7 was Civil War.
My number 7 was Terrifier 3.
Okay. My number 6 was Oddity. That's where it shows up on my list.
Okay. My number 6 was Longlegs.
Yeah, which didn't make it on my list. My number 5 was Mads.
My number 5 was The Substance.
It's weird that I put that higher than you did.
Yeah. I mean, look, there's a lot of good movies here. It's really tough.
My number 4 was I Saw the TV Glow.
Okay. My number 4 was Strange Darling.
My number 3 was The Substance.
And my number 3 was Mads.
Okay. My number 2 is Strange Darling.
My number 2 is I Saw the TV Glow.
No surprise.
Yeah.
And then our number 1 was In a Violent Nature for both of us.
Yep. Yes. Easy.
That kind of wraps up 2024. Great year for horror. I'm hoping 2025 will be more of this.
Yeah. Did you want to talk about some of the release?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I looked up
okay.
some stuff coming out. One of the cool things about being a horror fan, though, because I'm honestly, as much as I'm a gigantic horror fan, I actually try not to look too much into like unknown movies until they're like out, and then I just wait and see like what are the ones that people are talking about, and I'll check that out. So there are a lot of movies coming out this year that I just don't know anything about, that I'm waiting to surprise me, because that's more fun.
Yeah.
But I saw like some of the stuff coming out I do know about is like 20 Years Later.
Oh yeah, that trailer was insane. Yeah.
Love those movies, so can't wait to see that when it comes out. The Monkey, which is the new Oz Perkins movie.
Yeah.
It's funny because I think after Longlegs, there are definitely like some haters now, which sucks.
That's stupid.
But I'm here for it.
Oh yeah.
All of his movies, like I'm down for it. And that one, like the trailers, they do the thing where it looks very mysterious. I don't really know too much about what it's about. I did read the I think it's called Monkey Shine, but it was like when I was in like middle school or something. I don't remember it.
Yeah, no, I read it I think at like elementary or middle school. Like it was a campfire. It was a campfire thing.
Sure. So I'm very curious what that's gonna be like. There's also
that face.
Huh?
Make a face at me.
Oh, because you said you saw it. You read it in elementary school. I was like, Jesus.
I didn't personally read it. It was read to me.
Oh, okay. I understand now. Screamboat. I'm going to say this right now. You like that? Caught it. Almost dropped my phone. These fucking movies that are made after these properties that have come up, like there's there's also the Bambi movie coming. There's the Winnie the Pooh movies. There's so many of them. I have no interest in seeing any of these fucking things.
I mean, I don't know if this is harsh, but I really think it's just for money.
Oh, like, of course, everyone knows that. Okay. Yes, it's just the cash in.
Like, it's sad. Sure. I don't want to. That's not what I only have so much time to watch horror movies. I'm sorry. I'm just not wasting my time with that.
That's the thing. It feels like they are hoping to deliver on this, like, it's like, oh, isn't it so crazy? It's like Mickey Mouse, but it's a horror movie. Okay. And they're trying to lean into this, like, campy, like, comedic thing. But they're so fucking lazy about the execution that it's like, I'm not going to show up for that.
No.
If you want to actually make a horror movie based on these like, there's a way to do it that I think would be really interesting.
Yeah.
But these feel like they just wanted to get that shit out the door as fast as possible.
Yeah.
And everything I've seen about it just looks stupid. Like, I'm sorry. Not here for it. But yeah, I mean, a lot of the other stuff is like sequels because, like I said, I don't know too much about a lot of these original ones. But like, there's a new Black Phone movie coming. Mm-hmm. There's a new Five Nights at Freddy's. I was like, what is that with the giant turd?
Oh.
There's Megan 2.0, which maybe we didn't need, but who knows? Maybe it'll surprise us.
Maybe it'll be good, yeah.
There's also the Wolfman, which, like, that one I feel like complicated. I think Blumhouse is like pushing the fuck out of this thing, which I don't like.
I don't
that
like
makes
that
me nervous. Either. But I think the concept, it seems like it's going more into this like viral bloody or body horror type thing where it's like someone being infected with the werewolf virus or whatever it is, like lycanthropy, and dealing with that with his family who doesn't know what's going on. I think there's an element to that could be really interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's going to deliver.
I don't know. We'll see.
And everything I've seen of like what the Wolfman looks like does not look very good. We'll see. Oh, and have you heard of Hard Eyes?
Yes. Yeah, I've seen posters for it.
Yeah, it's like a Valentine's Day slasher movie. But outside of that, I mean, I just don't know what these are. So I'm excited to see how we can get surprised this year as horror fans.
Yeah.
Other than that, I hope that zip was on the microphone. That's how we know it's done. Zip. Yeah, this has been super fun though. I guess I'll close it out by just saying like, I think you wanted to do a horror podcast for a while, and I was always like, this is stupid. Like, what's the point? Like, who gives a fuck? But after we did Straw Hat Social Club for a little while, I was like, yeah, this is pretty fun. Just sitting down, talking to you, and making something with you, and so it's been a really fun year.
Yeah.
And I think this year the goal is like do some more stuff with the production, like the art and the intro, and maybe try to get some actual like outro music or something. Mm-hmm. And maybe start doing stuff on camera at some point, even though it makes us both feel very uncomfortable.
Yeah. Well, we're going to figure it out. That was the chair. You better edit that out. I saw your eyebrows.
Nothing.
It's the chair. You better edit that out.
I think though, if anyone is listening here, for anyone who's listening this far, I do kind of want to know like what do people want? Do people want us to do stuff on camera? Do people want us to cover more like new movies or older movies? Because that's always been a struggle, is like we're trying to stay ahead of like the stuff coming out. Mm-hmm. But since we release an episode a week, that means it gets filled with a lot of like current stuff.
Yeah.
Or I wonder if people want to hear more of like us talk about older movies that maybe more people have seen.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't know. I like, especially like more like way older movies. I would really like to like dive into with you. There's tons of old movies I still haven't seen.
Yeah, we still got to figure that out for the year. We have a few episodes coming up. I guess we'll give you a sneak peek if you listen to this point, because we are sitting on The Collector and The Collection, Devil's Bath, and Speak No Evil. I think that's all we got right now. But yeah, hopefully we'll have another full year of episodes, because I love making this with you.
Love making this with you too.
That's it, I guess, for this episode. You can go to ghostbeast.com for all their links. You can search for Ghostbeast Pod, and you can follow Ghostbeast on Letterboxd, where we have our top 10 for the year and the honorable mentions.
And then our huge list.
Oh, yeah. our giant list of everything, yes. You can also follow us on TikTok, where we have little bite-sized versions of all these episodes. And you can contact us at podcast@ghostbeast.com. And I guess if there are any 2025 movies you know of that you're like excited about, let me know. I want to know what people are hyped about this year, aside from like the sequels and stuff. That's all I got. Love you.
Love you.
Bye.